Hi everyone, I am Judy Kumari, EC Department, B.tech first year student in Mega Institute of Engineering and Technology for Women, affiliated to JNTU, Hyderabad. We are developing a project work on COVID-19. Our project title is Resonance and Transformer Circuit Detecting the Saturation Stage of COVID-19. Before starting the actual project work, we should know what is a transformer and what is a resonance. Transformer. AC current can be transmitted only because of the transformer. A transformer is a static electrical machine which transfers the power from one circuit to the another circuit with the same frequency. Transformer work on the principle of mutual induction. Now you can see on a screen a diagram of a transformer. Transformer connected a rectangular iron core or rectangular iron frame, on which at both the end two windings are placed. The winding connected to the AC supply is a primary winding. The winding connected to the load is secondary winding. When the primary winding is excited by the input AC supply, current I1 is flow through the primary winding. A transformer transfers the power without electrical connection but with the magnetic coupling. The current I1 creates the magnetic field across the primary winding. Since the primary winding is placed on the rectangular iron frame and a portion of a magnetic field is linked with the rectangular iron frame, and hence rectangular iron frame get magnetized. The secondary winding is also placed on the same rectangular iron frame, and according to the Faraday law of electromagnetic induction, there is a relation motions but change in the magnetic field of a secondary winding. As a result, magnetic field link are interacted or cut the secondary winding, and hence the current pass through the wire secondary winding. Due to the flow of current I2, the load turn on. Resonance. What is resonance? Resonance is a condition and a phenomenon which is observed in the circuit connecting inductor and capacitor. When the input signal is produced, a response of a maximum strength and a maximum amplitude resonance created. If the sine wave is applied to the bulb, the resonant conditions is created practically. When the bulb is glow with a maximum brightness, they show the resonance conditions. At the resonance condition, LC equal to LS, that is, reactive of a capacitor is equal to reactive of an inductor. This circuit is purely resistive in the nature. And under the resonance condition, current is in the phase with the voltage. As you can see on the screen, the diagram of a resonance circuit, where you can see voltage source, resistor, inductor and capacitor. Case 1. Below the frequency of resonance. At low frequency, the reactive inductor and the reactive capacitor. If frequency is increased, inductor is also increased. If frequency is decreased, inductor also decrease. Then XL is directly proportional to the frequency. Where XL is increased, current is decreased. Whereas in the inductor, XL is decreased, current increase. So, below the resonance frequency, the circuit is purely capacitor in the nature. Since the circuit is in capacitor in the nature, the current lead the voltage with pi by 2. Now you can see the second case of the resonance frequency. At the resonance condition, the voltage across the XL and the XC are equal in the magnitude but 180 degree out of the phase. At the resonance condition, energy stored by the inductor and the capacitor will be equal in the magnitude but opposite in the direction.
The energy cancel but each other.
Now you can see case number 3 on the screen is both the resonance frequency. At high frequency, the electronic component work with the radio frequency, which is greater than 20 kilohertz. Here you can observe that this above frequency is inductor in the nature. The total circuit work as an inductor. Here the current lag the voltage by an angle. Now we enter to our project resonance and transformer application detecting the saturated state of COVID-19. AC supply, voltmeter, transformer, resistor, voltmeter, scope means in order to see the output in the waveform, and RMS voltmeter. Resonance concept said that at the resonance condition when XL is equals to XC, inductor reactor is equals to capacitor reactor, and the response of the system is the maximum and the signal strength is the maximum. So the COVID-19 saturated state and the final state of the particular person is detected using the resonance and the transformer. So what we do first, input AC supply is given to the transformer and the transformer step will be step up to this input into the AC supply, and then it is applied to the resistor under the resonance condition. The output signal and the strength of the signal will be maximum, and now this signal is the maximum. When the virus is inside the body, then he is affected by the COVID.
On the monitor, we can see the block diagram which was taken on the laptop software, and look at the pointer. AC supply, voltmeter, transformer, resistor, voltmeter, scope, RMS voltage, and display. We are running the project's work on the Matrix laptop software. We are doing the stimulation. Stimulation means the imitations of the reality. Now we are running the project, and the time of this screen is stimulation timing. Now the entire project is working on the display screen. You can see some number are rotating, and to see the result we are pressing the scope, and then we can see the two sine wave which is present up and down. Now the upper part of a signal is we are sending a resonance signal with the maximum condition. Now if the person having the COVID-19 symptoms, we can